Okay. So now I'm back up. Okay. All right. That was really weird. I asked for. Congratulations, by the way, Burner. That's awesome, man. I just checked that before, and I was like, "What the hell is going on?" I asked twice about. I asked people to like do a little stream delay test twice, and no one responded. I'm like, "What?" Okay, so let me try this again. Can people please type in the word as soon as they hear this? Can you please type in the word micro? Please type in the word micro as soon as you hear this, and I'm going to do a little Steam delay test. Micro. There we go. All right, that's a 10-second delay. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's 10 seconds. Cool. Thank you. Atlas, is the buffering better? Is the buffering better, Atlas? Can you let me know? Nice. 10 to 11 seconds. That's actually not bad. I mean, I'd prefer it to be 5 or 6 is what they're looking to get, but 10 seconds is not bad actually. So, what say you guys? Is the buffering any better, Atlas? I hope. That's awesome, Burner. Congratulations, man. All right. Well, there you go. There you go then. All right. So clearly I've got to wait until either partnership happens or something else happens. I got to wait on installing. Okay, cool. So I got to wait on installing on doing the beta chat delay thing. I hadn't tried it yet and I wanted to give it a shot and see, but yeah, I don't want to take any chances. Micro Demiser. Demiser with the 100-second delay. I can't help you on your farm. Is your buffering any better, Demiser? Is it any better at all? Anyway, it's good to see everyone here today. Welcome to the last day of Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. Before I get started, let me just say hi to the people who are here. Hello to Zamaria, Varney, Trendane, Shattermage, Diddy, Mercurius, Gray, Bob in a Box, Atlas, Demiser, and Burner. Good to see everybody. The stream stopped loading just before I heard the word. Oh God, poor Demiser. I can't, make allowances for farm internet, unfortunately. Since you said that was an issue. Since you said that was an issue. Then that's the deal. Okay, so yes, now there we go. Micro, so funny. All right, let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of. No, let me get rid of this and let me turn on this. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Good to see everybody. I hope everybody is doing well. I don't know why my microphone is like right in front. Hi, everyone. How are you? That's better. Good to see everybody. I hope everyone's doing well. So listen, I have a question for people actually, and I'll ask this question a few more times as well. It basically is I'm going to be asking people for a little bit of help with ArvCon. Now, as you guys know, ArvCon is coming up at the end of the month. The current tentative dates are Friday the 29th and Saturday the 30th. And there's a couple of possibilities as to the way ArvCon could work. One possibility as to the way that it could work is, oh, congratulations, Trendane. Awesome, man. I mean, I knew you were going to get it. I just want to say I called it here. I predicted it first. You told me that you were interviewing for the job, and I predicted you would get it, and of course that happened. So congratulations, man. That's awesome. And as was previously stated, Trendane, if you happen to be in one of the rooms in Capcom and you just happen to accidentally slip and drop Capcom's newest awesome game in my direction that just happens to somehow slide into my digital Steam folder, I'm sure that wouldn't ever happen. It's just a sort of sideline. Just saying. No, congratulations, Trendine. That's awesome, man. But what I was going to say was ArvCon is going to be happening, as I said, Friday and Saturday, the 29th and 30th. Looks like a 10-hour stream each of those days. The question I have for you guys, though, is as follows. So it could go one of two ways. It will either be a in-person live broadcast with myself and a couple of New York streamers, probably Satobo, Game Crashers NYC, and Game Crashers, I should say, Rob, and Cambridge NYC, playing something like a board game, stuff like that, and having this stuff sort of broadcast on like the my game table that I have downstairs. That's one possibility. Or the second possibility may be that I will do a Fighting Fantasy Gamebook marathon And the Fighting Fantasy Gamebook Marathon would take place over 2 days and would basically be 20 hours of Fighting Fantasy Gamebook goodness. So either one of those I think could potentially work. However, the question I wanted to ask was, and I'll ask again when I get some more people in here over time, I am going to need some help with two things. I've narrowed down the places that are possible charitable benefactors for this. And I'm trying to work out some other sort of cool specialty deals as well with some other people that I may be able to get on board. We'll see. But the question I have is, I'm going to need help, number one, with designing an overlay that would be for the charity stream. That is something that could basically show like a running total of donations and stuff like that. I could just put together like a little scroll like I sometimes do with the sort of numbers and all that stuff, but I'd like to have something which looks relatively nice and doesn't get in the way. I don't particularly like overlays most of the time because I feel like they get in the way. So that was one possibility is, so number one, I'm going to need some help with with some kind of an overlay design. And then the second thing is I need to figure out a way that I can show the sort of donations on stream to the charity. Now, they've been doing a lot of stuff this month on with St. Jude. I know Ezekiel's been doing it, and there's some other people who've been doing that as well. I think Code Carnage is doing that also. And they have a little sort of thing where it just pops up, like if a donation happens, it just pops up as a Twitch alert, ding, like St. Jude's for the kids or whatever the amount of donations. The problem is that from my understanding, St. Jude's has its own like built-in API that it can basically do, which basically allows people to give money directly to the charity, and then it pops up as a donation information on my stream. I do not want money going through me. I don't want money going through me at all. I want money going directly through the charity. I don't want fees coming through me. I don't want any of that coming through me. I want this to be about money that is going directly to the charity that I ultimately select. So I'm going to need some help in figuring out how to be able to display that on the stream. And I'm not 100% sure how to do that yet. I'll think a little bit about how to do it. But if anybody has any ideas about the way to sort of do that, that would be certainly much appreciated. Obviously, this is not coming up until next week, but it's something that I want to start thinking about because sooner rather than later, it's going to be upon us. And I want to start thinking a little bit about how it's actually going to all play out. I'm hoping to be able to, get some decent money sort of raised for them. And, that's going to be important, I think. As you guys know, this is going to be to donate, at least this year, is going to be to benefit cancer of some kind, cancer research or cancer support for cancer patients and families, something along those lines based upon what I've been going through over the last few months and over the last few years with, my dog that passed away a couple of months ago, and obviously my mother who lost her battle to breast cancer in 2009, and another dog of mine that passed away to cancer. So cancer and I are not friends. And so something to think about anyway is, I want to be able to do that and support it. So we will see. Have an overlay of scrolling text and updated with every donation. Yeah, I might do that. The question really is how I'm going to know that they're donating other than people just saying that they're donating, which is possible. I mean, like, for example, what I have right now with my Patreon, right now I just have this updating. So every time somebody contributes, and it does the reload call, it's able to see that there is in fact this Patreon amount, and that's been updated by a certain amount of money. So I can see that right on screen. Obviously, if somebody follows me or subscribes to me, you can see that on my Twitch alerts as well. But what I want to be able to figure out is how to be able to do that with, let's say, a charitable donation also. So we will see, about that also. No, I'm sure there won't be like 15,000 at once. Series knows how to do that. Okay, that's a good call. Maybe I can talk to Series about it. That's a good call, actually. That's a good call, Burner. I will talk to him. And obviously, I know a lot of people who are sort of capable of doing this in the community, but I wanted to double check. So, yes, Demiser. Yeah, no, I mean, every year is going to be a different donation. Obviously, obviously it's a good cause to donate to the horrible situation in Nepal after the earthquake. I mean, there's many, many good causes, but this one, this one's sort of personally important to me, and so I want to be able to, make a difference in a small way, with the stream that we do with this. So anyway, that is coming up sometime next week, and I am looking forward to that. So, Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky tonight. Tomorrow we start The Witcher. We'll be doing The Witcher regularly over the next month and a half or so, I would imagine. However, in early June, there will be Fighting Fantasy Gamebook Play in accordance with the Patreon. Sounds like in accordance with the prophecy. Yeah, we're going to be doing that. When The Witcher 3 is completed, then we'll take a look and see where things stand. I imagine by that point, Arkham Knight is already going to be out and released. I have already said that I'm cool with that. I am not going to try to, basically compete with the 80 million other people who are going to be streaming Arkham Knight on the same day. So I don't need to worry about that. Arkham Knight's going to be my next big game after this, but I don't need to play Arkham Knight right off. So this is simply, that's not a big deal. But that is probably going to be my next big game. And then after that, we'll see. Sword Coast Legends, I definitely want to try. Obviously, Shadowrun Hong Kong, I'm going to be all over. Really looking forward to Numenera when that comes out, so I'm going to be doing that as well. There's also DLCs coming out for Shadow of Mordor. There's a DLC. By that point, there may be a DLC that will have come out for Pillars of Eternity. There's another DLC coming out for some game that I played before, and now I can't remember what the game was. There's a DLC coming out. I can't remember what it was, but anyway, there's plenty of DLCs that are out there, and then I have other games that people have given me I haven't even had a chance to try. So, there's lots of stuff down the line. But for now, Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, and then The Witcher. Okay? So that's what we're looking at. I love you all. You guys are the best. Let's get started on some games. Whoa! Hey, how about me with no webcam? Haha! I know how to do that. Look at this. Look at this. Transitions. Transitions. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, is it Inquisition that gets a DLC on the 26th? Maybe that's what I'm thinking about. I didn't know if it was Inquisition. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it is Inquisition. I don't know. Maybe really? That could be what I was thinking about. I have to say, honestly, again, I liked Inquisition. As I said, I'm on record as saying I liked it, but boy, after playing Pillars of Eternity, man, Inquisition. I mean, we'll see what happens with The Witcher because it was a different kind of game. But I'm telling you what, Pillars of Eternity can quickly make you forget about what Inquisition was like. I know, right, Zamaria? Like, this guy knows what he's doing. Pillars of Eternity was pretty damn impressive. Hey, what's up, Tom Tom? Doing well, man. Doing well. Last day of Legend of Heroes, and then Witcher 3 starting tomorrow. There's a DLC coming out for X-Wing. I've also got to finish X-Wing eventually, too. Yeah, a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff coming on. Yes, I'm going to be able to do that. So I want to say something about that, by the way, about Witcher 3. I actually have played... I managed to download it. I downloaded it and at least, fired up the title screen and, checked with the graphics options and stuff like that. And I downloaded the latest settings that were optimized for The Witcher 3. I just downloaded them today. And I think it looks pretty good on medium settings, which is what I'm running it on right now. I've heard a lot of people talk about how that's, huge, like a system buster, and it's like the crisis of its day and all this stuff. I wonder if that's if you want to run it on ultra settings, because... I mean, I don't know. We'll see what it actually looks like in-game relative to that and streaming. Maybe it's going to chug like nobody's business, but I don't know, man. It doesn't seem that exorbitant in terms of, like, system requirements. I don't know. I mean, as far as, like... I mean, obviously, the recommended settings, they want you to have, like, 2 SLI, Titans with, an i7, whatever the hell the latest iteration of the i7 chip is, with a Roswell board. I mean, like, it's I'm sure that they would love you to have the most things ever, but as far as like what you need to have, I don't know. I don't think that it doesn't seem like it's going to be that bad, but we'll see. Maybe I'm going to be eating my words and I'll be like, oh my god. We'll go there. Yes, I have liked this game quite a bit, Zamira. Yes, I was glad that Burner got it for me. I think it's been a lot of fun. Yeah, we're almost done with it. So we are finished with it. And I want to make that clear that, as Burner can see, I did not abandon it, just like I didn't abandon Ultima Underworld when I had to go and play another game and then come back to it. I did that, but I came back to Ultima Underworld and finished it, and I've come back to this game and I'm going to finish this one too. So I do not abandon my games, unless it's Guacamelee, because the hell with that game. But most of the time, I don't abandon games, so. All right, what am I doing now? The maid quarters. Yes. The maid quarters. Maid quarters that I don't know where they are. I have to meet with what's-her-face? Hildegard? Are you the maid quarters? No. Are you the maid quarters? You are not the maid quarters. You are the factory worker. Flux condensator. 65,000 gigawatts. That's what I need. The hell are the maid quarters? They're probably downstairs, right? Maid quarters would automatically be downstairs? Yes. Haha! Called it. Ah, there you are. I've been waiting for you. You're awfully late, aren't you? Sorry about that, but we kind of got caught by Colonel Richard. Did you now? He had some things to tell us about our dad. I don't think he has any idea what we're up to, though. I see. Ah, yes. That letter of introduction did mention that you are Mr. Cassius's children. Like I should care. No. I can understand at least some of how Colonel Richard feels. Oh, do you know? Okay, we are now, people, like almost 60 hours into this game, and Estelle every time continues to be like, oh, you know my dad? Wait, you knew my dad? You knew my dad? Estelle, here's the bulletin. Your dad's super, super famous, okay? Everybody knows your goddamn dad. Stop acting like it's the most incredible thing of all time when somebody knows your dad. Jesus, like, you do not get it. I love Estelle and all, but good God. It's just like, wait, you know my dad also? He used to come here when he worked as General Morgan's aide-de-camp. I'm told that he was a school friend of the late prince's, Her Majesty's son. Late prince? Princess Claudia's father. Yes, he was killed 15 years ago in a tragic shipwreck. Did I know Estelle? You know what, Shatter? I did somehow know Estelle's dad. It is amazing, amazing but true that I did actually know Estelle's father. As did apparently anyone who was alive in this kingdom at the time. Would that he was still alive today, none of this would be happening. Huh? But lamenting what might have been is a fool's errand. Evening is fast approaching. We must make our preparations at once. Come on in, Shay. Oh, hey, aren't you... Shay, right? Aren't you Shay, who she just called as for Shay? Wait, I have a dad? I am Estelle's father, yeah. Yes, thank you for remembering. You look well, Estelle. Joshua, I just saw you an hour ago, but let's greet you like that I did. I've been told of your current predicament. You won't find a more dependable child. She's a great help to us whenever the princess is in the castle. Princess Claudia? That shouldn't pose a problem. Thank you. If you're ready, you should go change into your uniforms. The ribbons in the headpiece are tricky, so I'll adjust them for you. What? What do you mean? Estelle is going to need to dress, okay, as one of the maids in order to get into the royal keep. A little playing with the hair and you'll blend right in. Oh, I get it. Uniforms don't allow for much in the way of personalization. That should be ideal for sneaking in. Huh. Me in a maid's outfit. Oh god. Suddenly every anime fan decides to... The fan fiction, I can see it now. What's up, Batty? I've been wanting to try one on since we first met Lila. Cute, breezy, and easy to move in. Well, if our uniforms weren't easy to move in, they'd make the cleaning much more difficult. I thought so. Well, let's get this sucker on me. Why so excited? I'm glad you're in high spirits, but you need to remember your manners in front of the queen. You won't have me to lean on this time. Why not? You're changing too, aren't you? Yes, Joshua. You've dressed as a woman before. Pardon? Yeah, there you go. I mean, he did play the princess during the play at the campus festival. That's what I'm talking about. Is there really that much of a difference between the fancy dress and a maid outfit? That's different. It was a play. I can't appear before Her Majesty in women's clothes. Oh, you'll be fine. It's not at all shameful or anything. Besides, you made such a gorgeous princess. Not this again. Cut the jokes, will you? Hilda, Shay, help me out here. Say something. Anyone? I see. That shouldn't pose a problem. Shay, don't you have that extra hair piece designed for the princess? Yes, it's never been used, though. He has that full dark hair, so it'd probably look good on him. Hey, hold on a second. Well, it looks like a 3-to-1 vote. Majority rules! These guys love the cross-dressing, man. Love it. This way, please. We can use this as a changing room. Wait a minute. I don't remember ever agreeing to changing. All right. If I have to change, I can do it myself. Shay, you're not planning on using makeup too, are you? Kids these days. Here we go. Revelation again. Oh, yeah. Oh, my. Ta-da! What do you think? I think it suits her very well. Such a bright, active maid in training, and after only just coming to the castle, too. You certainty, QA problem, have me convinced. And with the hair down like that, no one will be any the wiser. Perhaps you'd like to work at Grancel Castle for real when this is all settled? Well, we already work as bracers, so, anyway. Come on, Joshua, get out here. No chance I can talk you out of this? None at all. You're just making this take longer. Fine. You're impossible sometimes. Oh, yeah. What's with the sparkles? He's also like Team Edward, right? Well, it's almost frightening how good that looks, yes. Isn't it awesome? Looks better on him than it does on me, and I'm an actual girl. A bit of makeup can make all the difference in the world. Please, just say you're done. Well, I suppose so. I'll show you the way to the royal keep. You need to make certain you watch me and learn how a maid handles herself. Yes, ma'am. We're finally going to meet the queen in person. Yes, this is the do-or-die moment. We just have to stay focused and get to the royal keep. It's hard to take you seriously in that outfit. Well, excuse me. This was your idea. I can't believe you got the nerve to pick on... Sorry, don't get all mad. I know, the teenage girl gamers, right? It is Sweet Valley High, trails in the sky. I'll treat you to some ice cream later, okay? I'm not like you. I'm not obsessed with food. Hey, I'm not obsessed with food. They get along so well, don't they? We're out of time. Stop arguing, you stupid... No. Let's go to the royal keep. Alright. I was wondering if I was going to get a chance to save. Some people like their maids like that. Your skin is almost as soft as a woman's. It's absolutely perfect for makeup. I'm actually kind of jealous. Oh my god, I've got command of Hilda. Alright. Let's see. I think it's... Was it... No. Might be here? Whoops. No. And now the quest to figure out how to actually get to the royal keep. She attacked with the feather duster, yes. Bah. It's a +1 feather duster out there. That's it. Alright. Hello? Just some maids here. Hilda, what business do you have with Her Majesty at this hour? I'm bringing some tea and spoons at her request. You uncultured boob, everyone needs tea and spoons. The current situation means that Her Majesty is denied the right to even go about her daily life as she wishes, after all. Such harsh words. Who are these maids with you? I don't recognize them. His Excellency ordered me to hire on some additional bracers, staff, to help. They've only just arrived at the castle today. Really now. Hey, you're pretty cute. Thank you. Huh? Why do I get the feeling we've met before? Crap. Do you stare so hard at every young lady you see? I do hope you're not thinking any untoward thoughts. I rather think that His Excellency and the Colonel would disapprove. Oh, hey, it's not like that. We're the elite of the Royal Army. We wouldn't do that. All's well, then. Now, will you please allow us to pass? Pardon us, ladies. Please, go ahead. Black Lagoon. Whew, that was intense. Thanks, Hilda. You're a real lifesaver. Yeah, that was really well done. I'm just glad I could help. Now then, are you planning to change your clothes before going to see Her Majesty? If you'd prefer, I could just show you the way now. I think I'm okay as is. Boy clothes, now. Oh, Josh, it's funny. Oh, for the love of... Why are you always so self-conscious? What was wrong with what you had on? It's not an issue of self-consciousness. By the way, Hilda, is this room what I think it is? Is this the smartest idea? What if the soldiers decide to go inside the castle? Couldn't they do that? Couldn't they go in the castle and be like, hey, what are you guys doing there? And I'd be like, really? Yes, it is Princess Claudia's bedroom, but she rarely sleeps in the castle, so the room is all but unused. Ah, no kidding. But I heard that the princess was tending to the queen. I guess that's just gossip then? You'd have to ask Her Majesty for the full details. Her room is on the second floor of the royal keep. I'll take you there. I'll take you there. This is a very focused keep. It's got one room and it's on the second floor. I beg your pardon, Your Majesty. I've brought the two I spoke of before. This is Joshua and Estelle. Thank you kindly. By all means, enter. As you wish. I'll wait for you here. You two go on in. Right. Pardon us. Oh. I bid you welcome. My name is Alicia von Usleis. I am the 26th monarch of the nation of Liberal. I'm Estelle Bright. I'm a junior bracer of the Bracer Guild. And I'm Joshua Bright of the same affiliation. It is a great honor to meet you, Your Majesty. Estelle and Joshua. Right, exactly, Mercurius. I have truly been looking forward to meeting you both. I regret that I cannot offer you proper hospitality, but I have prepared some tea. All of a sudden I'm like, what is this nonsense? Psh, like, get out of the way. Please, have some and relax. Oh boy. I see. So Professor Russell asked you to bring this information. Oops, hold on. Being summoned. Bear with me. Be back in 2 seconds. Okay, sorry about that. Had to wake my wife up because my mother-in-law is has been out of town. Mother-in-law lives with us, and she's been out of town, and she's flying back in tonight to the airport, and so her plane is going to be landing soon. So I had to wake my wife up to go get her, and I need to have one ear open, as it were, listening in case my daughter wakes up. Okay, where was I? Oh, yes, perhaps You'd like it if you actually could see the game. There we go. I see. So Professor Russell asked you to bring this information. A pitch-black orbment capable of negating all other orbital energies. And you say that the Colonel has acquired it. The Professor told us that you might have some idea of what he intends to do with it, Your Majesty. What's up, Game Misconduct? Hello, Roix. What's up, guys? Good to see everybody. Can you tell us anything? I have but a vague idea, but I did not think that the Colonel even knew of it. Perhaps I am worrying about nothing, but even so... Excuse me, but what is this vague idea you have? I suppose there is no harm in telling you, since it is almost the end of the game. Roughly 10 years ago, a massive orbital reaction was detected beneath Gransel. Professor Russell was the individual who came to investigate. Did this happen in the vicinity of the sewers? No. Far deeper underground than that, in fact. Professor Russell was under the impression that it might be a relic of the ancients that still functioned. Wow. So, it was a bona fide artifact then. Most artifacts I know of have lost their function, like the mechanism on top of the towers. But every now and again you find one that still functions, like Mayor Dalmore's family heirloom. And something like that is beneath Gransel. So what does that tell us about the Gospel? Maybe it could be used to halt the artifact's functions? Could it do that? Yes. However, we were unable to establish the nature... Varney. No, she's coming in from out of town. She's coming back. She's coming back from out of town. However, we were unable to establish the nature of the artifact, or indeed why it was buried beneath the city. But it is beyond my imaginings how the Colonel could know of its existence. Professor Russell's research on it was kept strictly confidential and off the record. Isn't this guy an intelligence officer? Why would that surprise you? I see. In any event, it seems likely that trouble is on the way. Honestly, just as I start to think that maybe the Colonel might be a slightly nicer guy than we were giving him credit for. When someone's trying to stir up some trouble, that's when us Bragers come in. We won't let him get away with whatever evil scheme he's trying to pull off. I'd expect no less from Cassius's daughter. There we go again. She's like, did you know my father? Oh, God, man. What? Why is everyone shocked at the fact that my father is Cassius? Why? Why is everybody shocked? Wait, you also knew my dad? He was a friend of my late son's and a great savior to the nation. He was the best chef of all time, and he also... Even after he retired from the army, he would sometimes undertake requests for me. Really? I didn't know that. I imagine that there are a great many things about him that you do not know, including the precise role he played in the war 10 years ago. I assume you have not been told? Well, nothing super detailed. Perhaps then that is the role that I am meant to play. Estelle and Joshua, will you indulge me by listening to an old story? Oh, yes, absolutely. It is no indulgence, Your Majesty. Oh, flashback. 10 years ago, in the spring, a tragedy occurred in the southern reaches of the Erebonian Empire. Its cause is yet unknown, so that is something I must omit. The Empire used that event as a pretext for their invasion of Liberl. So began the sad times that would become known as the 100 Days' War. Yes, I already know this. Whoa. Suddenly, oh, what is this game? Is this Xeno? No. What is this game reminding me of? What's that game that's a combination of, like, tactics? Like, tactical battles, like you fight against tanks and a whole bunch of stuff, but also fantasy, and it's got, like, this anime feel to it. Is it Xenosaga? Is that it? Xeno something? It was popular to be streamed on Twitch for a while. And there was like a tactical map that you could zoom into, but I don't remember the name of it though. But it had this exact kind of look. You guys know what I'm talking about? Valkyria Chronicles. Thank you, Mary. That's it, yeah. Just as the Empire made its declaration of war, a massive military force breached the Haken Gate. In what seemed like scant moments, all of Liberl became occupied territory, save for Gransel. It is said that the invasion force was 3 times the size of the entire royal army. The reinforcements from Calvard were too late to stop their advance. It was but a matter of time before Gransel, too, would fall. But 2 months after the outbreak of hostilities, the war changed in a way that none could have imagined. Patrol airships had just been developed and were used to recapture Liberal's checkpoints, severing the Imperial Army's communications. The royal army then set about recapturing the major regions one by one, using ships launched from Leisten Fortress. Zeiss, Rouen, Bose, Roland. With their supply lines severed, the Erebonian forces occupying each region were swiftly crushed. And the one behind this plan for a counteroffensive was none other than one Colonel Cassius Bright. Yep, and there's the general guy that hates us to his left, and to his right is Richard, that bastard. Whoops. It was your father who was General Morgan's right-hand man at the time, as well as Colonel Richard's superior officer. Afterward, with the intercession of the Bracer Guild and the Septian Church, the war was brought to an end. But it was at this time that Cassius lost what he treasured most in all the world. Lena, your mother, Estelle. That clock tower was destroyed in the Imperial Army's vain attempts to hold back the counteroffensive. What followed, I am sure you know. Cassius was not even able to be by his wife's side in her final moments. No, I had no idea. And he believed that the military operation that he himself had planned effectively caused her death. Blaming himself, he left the military and took up the path of the Bracer, all to stay with the only one he had left, you. And this time he swore he would be able to protect those he loved. Dad, that idiot. It wasn't his fault that Mom died. How could he even think that? How about you be nicer to him next time, Estelle? Estelle, yes, you are correct. Given that all he lost was in service to this country, the responsibility falls upon me. And so I am sorry, Estelle. I failed to protect your mother. I have wished to apologize to you for a long time. But you don't need to apologize. You've protected the peace of this country ever since the war ended. The peace that Dad and all the other soldiers who defended Liberl in the war fought so hard to protect. And the peace that Mom gave her life for so I could live in it. You have nothing to be sorry for. Estelle, you have a kind heart, and I am grateful. It gladdens my heart to have finally met you in person. Now more than ever. Your Majesty. However, that is why I do not wish you to put yourself in danger. I would like for you to remove yourself from any dealings with this matter. What? But Julia, Lieutenant Schwartz asked us to help you. I thank you. I am grateful for your willingness to do so. But if some tragedy were to befall you in Cassius's absence, I know of no apology that could ever suffice. I ask only that you go back to your home in Roland and wait for your father to return. Yeah, that's not happening, lady. With all respect, Your Majesty, suck it. But, if I may, Your Majesty, the peace that Dad restored and that you protect, though it is held firm, now trembles like a leaf in the breeze. Joshua, if the Colonel is able to use the gospel for whatever purpose he intends, and if he succeeds in making the Duke the new King of Liberl, then what will become of that peace? I ask only that you consider that. Your Majesty? Right when we became junior bracers, we inherited a whole lot of work from Dad. After the Sky Bandit incident, we got that letter in the package, and we've been running all around creation ever since. It feels to us like our dad's been nudging us in the back this whole time. That's why I want to defend peace. Exactly, Burner. So that everyone we've met, and everyone we care about, can go on living secure and happy lives. Just like you, and just like Mom and Dad, I'm doing this because it's what I believe is right, and I really want to see it through. Estelle, it seems she was right about you. Huh? I too am ready. I would like for the two of you to carry my request to the Bracer Guild. Your Majesty, my liege, we will do whatever you ask, except to go away, which is what you asked us before. My request is for the Bracer Guild to rescue those being held captive by the Intelligence Division. Amongst them is my granddaughter, Claudia. Aha, so the princess is being held captive somewhere. Yes, this coup d'etat started when I backed her as a successor to the throne. In other words, Duke Dunan was out of the running. Yes, though he is my nephew, he is possessed of a considerable number of character flaws. In brief, where he is lacking, my granddaughter shines. For the sake of this nation's future, I would have my granddaughter succeed me. Well, I don't actually know her, but I personally lean toward the idea that your judgment should really be trusted here. No matter the era, there will always be those who object strongly to a woman wielding political power. Yeah! Not on my watch. That's right, woman power. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, right, Marne. Not to mention, the memory of the invasion by a larger power is still relatively fresh. Some of them will perceive a succession of 2 consecutive queens to be a sign of weakness. It is hardly surprising that such a notion has taken root in the minds of some. Some, including Colonel Richard, I presume. Quite right. Claudia's pending succession to the throne caught him quite unawares. That, along with his passing of this information to the Duke, is what led to this coup. This was all staged that Liberl would become a strong military power, with the Colonel ruling from the shadows. I see. That finally lets us see the whole picture. So if Liberl became a militarized country, what would happen then? A great many things. Taxes would be levied to fill the war chest. Orbital weaponry would be developed with the express intent of causing havoc on a massive scale. A wide-ranging policy of conscription would be adopted. And no doubt contracting the Jaeger Corps would be made legal, which is not the case at present. Oh no. Indeed, the Colonel has made very adamant requests that I enact such policies. I thought that such proposals were born out of genuine love for his country. What's up, Earth Machine? But I never agreed that they were the right course of action to take. The Royal Army is not all that protects this land. We have worked hard to maintain treaties with other countries. Defending a nation goes hand in hand with free cultural exchange and trade with all other nations to the benefit of all. I feel the same way, Your Majesty. Yeah, makes sense to me. The Colonel, however, finds such notions to be womanly and foolishly idealistic. I know. What's up, Thor? You caught that, right? Colonel ruling from the showers. Screw you guys. And so he demanded that I abdicate the throne in exchange for Claudia's safe return. Oh my god, that face. Many people have had family members taken to ensure that they would not dare to oppose the Colonel. But I am the Queen, and I will not allow all that I love about my country to be destroyed simply because of blood ties. Still, she is my only granddaughter. I cannot simply allow her to die. Your Majesty, please try to relax. We hear and comply with your request. We will see to it that the princess is rescued from those who have imprisoned her. Thank you, both of you. With that reassurance, I will do all I can to oppose the Colonel's demands. Have you any other requests, Your Majesty? The gospel still has to be dealt with, and I don't think we should just leave you here. I appreciate your sentiment, Estelle. There you go, Mercurius. But the present state of affairs is not contingent upon my freedom or imprisonment. The gospel shall continue to weigh heavily on my mind for a great many reasons. For my part, I will attempt to ascertain the Colonel's true intentions with it. So, wow, what a totally awesome person. Super nice, but with a seriously strong will. Oh, ginormous Chipotle burrito, nice. I hope I'm even 1/10 that cool when I get old. Cool. Did you actually just call the Queen that? Still, she definitely has what it takes to govern a whole country. Yeah, I really want to stop this coup thingy and help her. That's definitely outside of Bracer jurisdiction. Well, first things first, we do whatever we can. Right. But you know, I'm still freaking out about what the Queen told us about Dad. I wonder if she's got any more tidbits she'd be willing to share. Estelle and Joshua, have you finished changing? Oh, yeah. Then we should return to the waiting room at once. Yep. They couldn't wait to get him back into female clothes, Thorg. It's already after 11 o'clock. Actually, it's almost midnight. Whoa, is it really that late? The Queen spoke with us for a long time. If we stay any longer, it's apt to make the guards suspicious. Okay. See if I can get in to see her again. Well now, I was wondering how Hilda managed to get you two in here. Now I see. Those objects are a marvelous idea. You both look quite convincing. I know, right, Earth? Estelle, Joshua, I haven't had such a wonderful day in a very long time. You must come again for tea. I'd like it if Claudia and Cassius could join us next time. We could all have a nice chat together. Alright. See you, Queen. I'm gonna rescue your granddaughter. I got the tools, got the talent. Are you going home for the day, Miss Hilda? Whoops. Ragnarok Online, yeah. Yes, I believe so. Just be sure not to do Her Majesty any further discourtesy. That's not fair, but please, relax. We are patriots to the core. That's good to hear. Now I believe that we shall be on our way. Pardon me. By your leave. By the way, ladies, I don't think we ever got your names. May we ask them? Let's see. Dorothy. That's a very modern name. Pardon my saying so, but it just doesn't sound right for you. Ain't that the truth? And how about you, miss? You may call me Karen. Karen, you say? That's a very pretty name. You're too kind, sir. I'm rather fond of it myself. Are you now? Oh, right. We're with the Special Ops. Good to see you, Game Misconduct. What's up, man? Yeah, I know, right, Mercurius? What's up? Welcome back, Law. Law is just getting the bot fired back up. For those of you who missed this, Lawbot was not on earlier, but I know why. So I was just double checking on stuff. Okay. I think that's just about enough. I sense an ulterior motive at work. Hey, Build, what's up, man? No, I mean, at least not from us. Yep, please be safe on your way home. Let's erase that. Okay. Whoops. Whoopsie. Nope. Up here, over here, and over here, and then down here. Back from mini vacation. Hey, what's up, Salonis? How you doing, man? Done under your name rather than Lawkeeper Bot? Okay, so giveaway, stash start and stuff. Okay, cool. Hey, what's up, Matt? Hello to everybody. Hi, Salonis. Hello to Matt. Hi, everybody. Where was your mini vacation game? Where'd you go? And Law, so what do you mean it'll be done under your name? Meaning Lawbot? Or like, what do you mean? I just want to be clear that I know. Well, aren't you Mr. Popularity? It was like their eyes all changed when you told them your name. Hey, it was not. I didn't see you shying away from joining in the conversation. Sure, but that doesn't mean I wasn't nervous. I kind of lost all my confidence there. Eh? What's all the noise about? Oh, this clown. Oh, Duke Doonan. Ah, it's the lady of the court. Hey, you maids. You don't look familiar. These are two of the new hires whom I'm instructing. This is Dorothy, and that's Karen. They're still quite inexperienced, so I'm giving them some extra training time. Hey, what's up, Shadowed? Not exactly. I'll let Law explain. Did he recognize us? Not good. Given how many times we've run into him, it'd be bizarre if he didn't recognize us. Come now, Philip. Enough with the staring. It's unusual to see that coming from you, stiff upper lip and all. Please, pardon my rudeness. You look much like my niece. My eyes are playing tricks on me, it seems. I'm dreadfully sorry for the discourtesy. Hit up Six Flags a few days on the north side of Chi-Town. Nice, dude. Was it good times? Oh, it's no bother. Oh, please don't concern yourself. You know, now that I stop and look, I must say that you both are quite lovely. You with the brown hair. You have a very healthy, clean look to you. Ugh. As for you, I personally think you'd look best with that raven hair of yours even longer. I'm honored. Ah, yes. Dorothy, was it not? You shall attend to me this evening. Oh, God. Old setting. Okay, gotcha. Hey, what's up, Mr. Wonders? Oh, God. We knew this was coming. I knew this was way too easy. Okay, cool. Acting as a bot for tonight. Got it. Thanks, dude. What's up, Parker? Yes, I did. Thank you so much, dude. Yes, I did get it just before I went live, so thank you. Parker is, as you guys know, the audio editor for Speculate, so thanks, dude. I appreciate it very much. Parker wanted to get the audio edit back into me before The Witcher 3 hit. Although, apparently, every stream in the world has decided that The Witcher 3 has already hit. I thought there was this whole, like, Tuesday the 19th release date, And then suddenly we get a lot of, we get a whole lot of, Monday, May 18th, Monday, May 17th, Sunday, May 17th, whenever the 17th, whenever the thinks, teenths release dates. So I was a little frustrated. At least at midnight in Poland, yeah. That's fine, but it's not just Polish streamers, though. There's quite a few streamers on here who I've noticed streaming it early, which is a little troubling. Anyway. Thank you very much for the follow, HatchetMan540. Thank you very much for the follow, HatchetMan. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Argonauts. Huh? Your Excellency. I don't want to serve him tea. I don't think tea is what he wants served. Your Excellency, your flirtations, while flattering, are best saved for another time and place. All of the maids in the castle work directly in service to Her Majesty Queen Alicia. I trust you've not forgotten? I know. Some folks simply can't appreciate a joke. The castle will be mine in a week's time anyway. We can set aside time for some fun then. Yeah, I'm neutral good. Nice. Console and pre-zero day patch. I know. I'm just happy that for a change it gets to be more of that. Yeah, I understand some people are allowed to stream it as early as Friday. I still have a problem with setting up a release date, especially now that streaming is involved in it, and then having people not sort of be able to adhere to it. It's one thing to have European streamers streaming it early. If you're living in Poland, if you're living in Europe, that's one thing. It's another thing to have people releasing, streaming this a couple days ago. It's like, especially massive streamers, I don't know. To me, it's like, come on, guys. Like, they're not going to get huge numbers anyway. But, oh well. It's going to be fun, regardless. Expect to be on if you know. Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Law. I appreciate it, dude. Okay. Your Excellency, please, no more of this. I do not mind when you drink to excess, but you know how your libido gets in such instances. Oh, God. I say this knowing full well that I may be reprimanded for it. But I said I was just joking. Enough, I'm going to bed. As you wish, Your Excellency. Your room is right over there. Whoa, oh, right. Dorothy, you just let me know if you have any problems. Anything at all. I'll give you the best advice the future king can give. Thank you very much. Oh, aren't you cute? You watched the stream at 25K last night? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, well. Yes, good. Good. God, that bowl cut, though. I think I had a bowl cut when I was like 5 years old, you know. I apologize unreservedly for all the fuss. Hey, what's up, Wolf 5? Good to see you, Wolf. How you doing, man? Hello, Wolf. Hello to everybody, by the way. His Excellency will likely remember nothing of this come the morning. Please set your minds at ease. I should certainly hope so. I am truly sorry. Madam and young misses, I beg your pardon, but I must take my leave. What? Oh, Shadow. I feel so badly for him. He truly seems to bear the weight of the world on his shoulders. Leftover lamb shanks. Nice. Nice. Oh, do you know Mr. Philip personally? Yes, ever since we were children. Though not nearly as well as we once did, thanks to the ones he serves. Oh, so we got a little romance thing going on with Philip and Hilda. I see. He sure seems like he's nervous all the time, doesn't he? I'll bet that everything between the Duke and the Colonel has him completely on edge. Probably, yeah. By the way, what was that you were saying earlier about me being the popular one? The Duke certainly seemed awfully fond of you. Please. I'd like to keep my food in my stomach, thank you. Oh, right. Back to before. I feel like I'm missing something. Why would the Duke want tea so late? Well, you see, Estelle, allow me to elucidate the matter of tea and why a gentleman should never request it in polite company. Huh? Come closer. Hilda whispered something into Estelle's ear, and it has something to do with birds and bees, people. Birds and bees. Yeah, that's true, game. I agree with you on that. That's true. I do agree. Now do you understand? Yes? Hopeless. Completely hopeless. Thanks for everything, both of you. If not for you, I don't know what we'd have done. Please, it was the least we could do in Her Majesty's service. I only ask that you complete the request she made of you. I feel the same way. I beg of you, do everything in your power to save the princess. Oh, are you one of her royal retainers? Yes. I regret that I rarely get the chance to serve her directly. She's so kind and open. She's always treated me more like a friend than a servant. The thought of her being held captive keeps me up at night. I understand. Well, you can rest easy now that we're on the job. We'll save her. Shall we be going? All right. I don't believe any suspicions have been raised. Just keep alert until you return to your room. You never can be too certain how closely the intelligence division is watching you. Well, I do hope the princess is doing all right. I should have gone with her. Okay, so... Alright, good. So that's all good to go. So now we just have to go and rescue... What's-her-face? Wow, how did you guys get it? Oh, okay. You're still there. I'm like, what the... That's where the banquet was. The kitchen was. This is where the planning room was. God, this place is so confusing. Yes, no, I'm not limited by the embargo wonders. I have the game ready to go as of tomorrow for the release. It's not that. It's that I, you know... So the game is supposed to be releasing tomorrow, so I was just kind of like... all the people that were streaming it like 2-3 days ago, especially the big streamers, you know. But, not a big deal. And I agree with Game Misconduct that the embargo is a bigger issue. What are you doing? Ah, it's Almathea. You... What's up, Almathea? Captain Almathea. Good evening. I realize that you've been invited here. But don't you think it a bit late for you kids to be out walking around? Please, pardon us. We've simply never been in a castle like this. We couldn't resist the urge to take a look around. Oh, that's certainly understandable. So where were you half an hour ago? Please enlighten me, if only for my own edification. I was plotting your downfall, Captain Jackass. How about... I admire your honesty. So let's not waste time on games. I did, in fact, receive several reports of you going in and out of the maid quarters. Do you not think it a bit odd to be looking around in that particular place? What? You don't think that questioning someone like that when you already have the facts is a little cruel? I'll take that as a compliment. Alright, sounds good, man. So what business have you in the maid quarters? I suggest you answer honestly. Well, Oh! Estelle, Joshua, you've been here the whole time? Hey, Zane! Whoa, now that's the stuff! You're drunk. Oh, hey, sorry. And hey, if it ain't my favorite gorgeous officer lady. Nice! Some luck that we met up again, eh? I suppose. So, what's going on? Are my students here causing any trouble? Students? No, it's just that they were in the maid quarters for a while. I merely wanted to know their business, simply as a security precaution. Yeah, I totally get you. I just sent them off to find some munchies to go with my booze. Hey, Joshua, you kids find anything to eat? No, the cooks aren't back yet, I guess. We went to ask the maid if there was any way we could get our hands on something, but no luck. Oh, well, I'll have to do without, I guess. Hey, I just had a great idea. You want to come and join me for a drink? I mean, hey, nothing goes with drinks like a beautiful lady. I'm afraid I'm busy, so I'll have to decline your generous offer. And my apologies for the misunderstanding. I would advise you to return to your room and remain there for the rest of the night. I have to investigate any suspicious activity, you understand. Of course. It is late. We should probably just get to bed. Play about 4 hours of Witcher 3. You're going to outpace me and spoiler it, or just frack around in the world and ignore the quest lines. I don't know, Wonders. Usually with me, alright, sounds good. Thanks again for getting the thing to me as quickly as you did, Parker. I will check it out tomorrow and then send off your payment as always. Thanks, dude. Have fun at work, man. Yeah, right, Thorg. What was I going to say? Wonders, I don't know, man. You know, the way that I typically play games like this is I will start looking around. You know, like I'll look at some of the side quests and things like that, and I'll just kind of go where the game takes me. I like to usually balance off side quests and main quest. I don't, like, play every single solitary thing, but I always do more. I mean, like, Pillars of Eternity is a good example. Everyone's like, oh, it's a 40 to 60 hour game. I'm like, or 75, which is what I spent on it. I spent 75 hours on the game. Probably of that, a good 2 hours worth was probably breaks. So probably it was about 73 hours all told. But 73 hours, and that wasn't even, and that was leaving out 10 levels of the Endless Paths. And that wasn't doing a couple of the side quests for the characters, for companions. Like I didn't do Haravius's, I didn't do Sagani's, so there were a couple like that. So I usually am kind of in the middle, I guess. I do some side quests, some main quest. I'm not a completionist, but I'm probably a little slower than the I'm definitely slower than the rush job is what I would say. So. Yeah. 135 hours. Mostly stuck, but I mean, I did do a fair amount of the side quests in Defiance Bay and stuff, though. But yeah, I mean, like, I would say it was probably, I don't know. I probably did 60-40 main quest to side quest, something like that. So I'll probably do something similar in here. To be honest, too, I've never played The Witcher, like any of the Witcher games. So the whole thing is going to be new to me. So I may spend more time on the lore. I honestly, I wish I could answer the question more. I don't know, to be honest with you. I'll just kind of go with the flow, I think, basically. So, okay. Very good, then. Now, if you'll excuse us. That lady. Aw, denied. Oh well, might as well just go back to the room. Right, we'll go with you. Looks like we managed to convince her at least. What? Zane, aren't you drunk? I was acting drunk. I haven't had a single drop. No way, your face even gone all red. He focused on making his blood circulate better, which made it look like he was intoxicated. It's done with some kind of Eastern martial arts breathing exercise, right? Oh, yeah, for sure, Varney. Huh, I'm surprised you're familiar with it. But hey, you seem to be in a tight spot, so I figured I'd distract everyone. Nice, huh? Saved your bacon, as the saying goes. You're an evil, evil man, Zane. Okay, sure, you did help us out, but you also surprised the hell out of me. Sorry about that. So, what's the story? What story? I would have thought it'd be obvious. The story of you meeting with the Queen. Whoa, wait, what? How did you... Did Elnan tell you something about this? Actually, I couldn't get him to tell me anything. But now I know anyway, don't I? Without prior knowledge, there's no way you could have just guessed. So how much do you really know? I guess it's finally time to show you this. Zane produced a letter from his pocket and handed it to Estelle and Joshua. In before Cassius sent in this letter. And then they're going to be like, wait, you know my father? What's this? I know this handwriting. Well, don't just stand there. Read it. It'll explain a lot. Okay. Dear Zane Vathek, I hope this letter finds you well. I know I've been out of touch. I'm in a hurry, so I hope you'll pardon my bluntness. My work concerning the Jaeger Corps is leading me into Imperial territory. However, due to the fact that unusual forces seem to be influencing matters inside Liberl, I feel uneasy being absent for so long. This is why I must ask a favor of you. Could I persuade you to come to Liberl and help out if they need it? Since you haven't been to Liberl before, perhaps you could think of it as a recreational trip. There's a martial arts competition before the Queen's birthday celebration, and foreigners can participate. It would make fine camouflage. I realize that this is sudden, but if you can do it, I'd be most grateful. I'm intending to return to Liberl before the festival, so hopefully we'll be able to have a drink together when I return. Cassius Bright. Called it! The new monitor is online, and I think it's awesome. I'm a huge fan. The main reason I love it is because the bezel. It's got a bezel like that. It's such a thin bezel all around it that the functional viewing area is a little bit larger than my old one and sort of like fits more nicely with the 3 monitors. In fact, if I wanted to, and I set it up this way, eventually if I got 2 more of these, I could just like position them like this and I could literally have the, whatever they call it, the iFinity business, you know, that type of thing. Yeah, exactly right, Thorg. Like this setup. So yeah, it's very crisp and it's nice. It's a nice monitor. And I'm also playing it in 1920 by 1080 at this point now. So now I've finally got the full-on, you know, full blast resolution. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that looks like on The Witcher. But it looks cool even on this. The only thing I had to do was adjust the font of everything so that it was large enough that I could actually see the words, because that was kind of a concern. Natively makes the stream easier to do. Well, what do you mean? I haven't actually, you know, actually, it's a good question. I don't think I've adjusted that here yet. What have I got? Right now, I still have it broadcasting at... yeah, you know what? I'm not even doing it at... let's see. I've got to actually fix that. I still have it at... I still don't have it at that. Good night, Sloanus. Good to see you, man. I still have it at 1280. I've got to change that up. But then, but the thing is though, if I try to broadcast at 1080, isn't that going to make it more difficult for everybody? Like if where is it? If I make the base resolution 1920 by 1080. Yes, shadowed. God damn it. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. I'm going to have to check that out and see, actually. I'm going to have to check that out. Maybe I can do that tomorrow during the day and test it. We'll see. Okay. Kaiser Sprite. P.S. You may have the chance to meet my son and daughter. They're currently apprentices at the guild, so if you happen to meet them, feel free to test the extent of their training. Yeah, thank you for reminding me, Wonders. I'll have to check that out tomorrow. Try not to bail them out too much unless it seems like they really need it. So Dad actually asked you to come to Liberal, which means he's an Erebonian now. Well, yeah, but I got to be careful about that, though, Wonders. I actually broadcast at 720 with 42, not just because of my monitor. I did it at 720, and the reason is because that's actually recommendations from a number of streamers that I've talked to. I always have to balance what other people are able to see. And at my current bit rate and everything else, I stream at about 2300, somewhere around there. If I go, I could do way higher than that. I have the internet for it. But if I go higher than that and I have to do that based upon the resolution scaling, I create problems with buffering on the other end, which I do not want to do. So once partnership happens, it will be a lot easier to be able to sort of up the bitrate that way. But the 720 42p, the 42 frames a second, was recommended as a good sort of balancing act, and it was recommended to me by King Foom and some others like that. So that was sort of critical also. So I'll do a little bit of research into it and I'll check it. The main thing for me though is that I no longer have to worry about, as you guys said, basically for what Shadowed said, I don't have to worry about you know, the screen getting cut off when it shouldn't be. And it also, I don't have to like fiddle with stuff. Like this looks beautiful right now. The borderless windowed mode on The Witcher 3 is a little wonky because it doesn't really, like, for some reason the cursor is captured within the window still, which is not borderless windowed. Like if I can't go outside the window, it doesn't matter that I can actually see the monitors, but at least I can see the monitors for chat and stuff like that. So I'll definitely stream in borderless windowed, but I don't know. It still annoys me that, like, just do borderless windowed like this. This has no problem. If I go this, I go like, click, it's fine, works, doesn't destroy the game, doesn't alt-tab break it. That's what I wanted to do. It's not that hard, you know. Bitrate of 5K, oh my god. Congratulations to the people who have the internet to handle it, but, you know, I need to think of them too. Yeah, it just doesn't, like, it sort of works. Like, it sort of works, but the cursor doesn't go outside of the window, which is not the point, so. You said a quarter-second buffer? Oh, my God. Anyway. The long and short of it, what it means is that you were in cahoots with them all along. That's kind of a nasty way to put it, don't you think? I owed Master Cassius a favor from the time he spent in Calvard. This letter just gave me the chance to make us square again. I suppose. When did you realize that we were his kids? I had a feeling from the outset, once I saw Estelle's techniques with the bow staff. I asked Kalika about it, and that confirmed it. It would have been nice if you'd said something about it at all. We've been worried sick wondering where Dad's been. I know, and I'm sorry I haven't said anything, but I got the impression from the letter that he was trying to keep his whereabouts a secret. Still, you're definitely his kids all right if you can pull off a job as big as sneaking an audience with the Queen. I suppose so. He knows this much, it wouldn't hurt to tell him everything, right? I agree. It'd probably be best to fill Zane in on everything. It's a bit far-fetched to say that we can put an end to this whole situation on our own, after all. Estelle and Joshua told of how they had managed to speak directly with the Queen, as well as the Queen's request to safely rescue Princess Claudia. I see. I thought something seemed a little off when everyone was talking at the party. Alright then, I'll help you out with that little request. What, you will? Yep. I think this is the ideal opportunity to settle my debt to Master Cassius. Please let me help. We'd be glad to. Thank you once again. Meanwhile, at the villain's castle. Oh, wow. What is this place? I never would have imagined that something like this even existed. It's larger than I expected. Lieutenant Lawrence, if you'd be so kind as to show us the way to the lowest level. Yes, sir. What? Whoa. Is that some kind of mechanical monster? Well, well. So these must be archaisms. Snap. Look at that! Holy shit. What the hell? And suddenly randomly swear. You took out that thing in one stroke. You were the quickest to react. You are indeed truly a force to be reckoned with when you don't hold back. You flatter me, sir. Your quick-draw technique as well was quite remarkable to behold. I can see that you've studied under the Divine Blade himself. I am humbled. I still have a ways to go before I can really humble anyone, I'm afraid. But time waits for no man. The skills I possess now will have to be enough. My strength may be meager, but I must forge this kingdom's future with my own two hands. My brave men, the way to the ultimate power is open. A bright new dawn approaches for our beloved Liberal. I expect only the best of each of you. By your order, sir, we of the Special Ops will work as one for the Colonel. For the glory of Liberal! For the glory of Liberal! Yeah, well, I took the chat delay thing off to sort of help with the buffers, you know, so that there should be nothing else different at this point. Okay, finally we get the rest music. Ah, the Bracer Guild. I understand the situation. You both performed admirably. I'm amazed that you were able to deliver the professor's message to Her Majesty in person. We just got lucky is all. The real question is, how much longer is luck going to be on our side? Yes, we're really going to have to stay focused. If you understand that already, then there's nothing more that I need to tell you. In any case, we can consider Professor Russell's request to be fulfilled. Please, accept this as compensation for a job well done. Okay, 280 BP, 20,000 Mira, 10 BP. Rank advancement, Junior Bracer First Class! Gladiator Belt, accessory as a perk. What the hell is a Gladiator Belt? Now then, Zane. It was pure providence that Cassius invited you here. We need the help of an A-ranked bracer like yourself. No need to even ask. Even if I didn't have a debt to repay to Cassius, I couldn't possibly stand by idly in a situation like this. I'm with you until the end. I knew we could count on you, Zane. By the way, what's this A-rank business? It's a rank that signifies a full-fledged bracer's full power. There are 7 ranks ranging from G on the bottom up to A at the top. So, he's the highest rank you can get? Wow, I never knew you were such a badass, Zane. Well, I may be A-ranked, but I'm still an underling, so to speak. There are 20 A-rankers across the continent, but above that there's an informal S-rank. That one's only granted to bracers who successfully resolve issues on a national scale, and there are only 4 of those in the entire continent. Whoa, I'm not sure I even want to think about what they can do. You really don't know any of this stuff, do you? One of those 4 is Master Cassius. What? Okay, Joshua, you're not going to tell me you knew about this already, right? Right? Sorry, but yes, I did. He solved a major case for the Republic about 5 years ago. I swear, it's hardly worth even getting upset about anymore. Royal Army soldier, hidden hero, divine blade, S-rank bracer. If he's really so damned awesome, then it sure would be nice if he'd come back and take care of this case. You may be right. If he were with us, perhaps this would never have escalated to the point where a coup d'etat was even possible. Joshua, what's wrong? Just thinking about how strange this is. This whole chain of events apparently started with Dad going off on his trip. It's as if whoever planned the coup was waiting for him to be gone. At least it's just the impression I have. Oh. So what you're saying is that the coup was planned around his departure for the Empire? Am I correct? No, I'm sure that would be overthinking things. I can't think of anyone who could possibly manipulate Dad like that without him noticing he was being used. They'd have to know him and his behavior patterns exceptionally well to be able to pull it off. Well, yeah. In before Scheherazade is a double spy. I never knew what he was up to, even though he was so close. I don't think the Colonel Richard could have ever managed to pull the wool over his eyes. More likely, it's just the two major events happen to overlap with each other. Regardless of the circumstances, we cannot currently rely on Cassius to help. Therefore, I'm resolved to prepare for the worst. I believe an emergency conference of the Grancel branch of the Bracer Guild is called for. Huh? All other things being equal, we have a request that comes directly from Her Majesty the Queen. The third article of the Bracer Code states that we shall never act in a fashion that interferes with the government. We cannot ignore Her Majesty's request, however, so we must act. But we're no match for the Royal Army as we are. I ask the cooperation of all Bracers in Grancel, including Zane, of course. Oh, okay. If we come in conflict with the Intelligence Division, we'll need all the help we can get. Ideally, we should have the cooperation of other branches, but the checkpoints have been completely sealed off as of today, ostensibly to foil any potential terrorist activity. What? So basically it amounts to martial law. So the enemy is finally moving at full tilt. This may be to stifle any activity on the part of any Royal Guardsmen in hiding, as well as ourselves. If we're going to conduct a rescue operation, we'll have to do it with the resources on hand. Oh, fun. But we're up to it. So do we have a solid idea of where the prisoners are being held? That's been on my mind for a while now, actually. I believe the most likely place to be the Urba Royal Villa. That's the building in the forest, right? It would make sense. If the soldiers are using it under the pretense of counterterrorism, few would question it. Pizza, nice man. And I can't imagine they'd want to lock a lady of the royal family in a cell in Lyston Fortress. Considering it's the army we're going to be going against here, I'd like a more solid confirmation, however. If we assaulted the wrong place, we'd have hell to pay for it. Yes, precisely. But in either case, we must assemble any bracers currently in the royal city. Could I ask you to assemble them here for me? Any information you could gather while doing so would be much appreciated. If I'm not mistaken, Estelle, you and your friends are acquainted with the reporter, correct? Oh, you mean Neil? Yeah, we should see if he's picked up anything significant. Also, we must attempt to enlist the aid of the guardsmen who are in hiding. If you can get them to contact me, it would be greatly appreciated. So in other words, we need to get in touch with Sister Julia. She helped us with the invitation before, so we should let her know what's going on. So off to the cathedral then? There are 4 of the bracers in the city. Kurt, Grant, Karna, and Annalise. Check the bars and their usual hangouts. They may also be in the hotel. If you see them, please instruct them to come back here. Sure thing. Alright then, off we go. Alright. So I want to see what the heck this thing is. Scheherazade. Alright. What is this gladiator belt thing? A motivating belt. CP automatically recovers during battle? Oh. Wow. Okay. Wow. That is sick. Auto CP up. Wow. That's pretty awesome. Ba, ba, ba. I know. Yeah, I mean, I know about the -10 defense, but oh my god, man. Automatic CP. With his break, too, his Black Fang break is sick. Absolutely sick. Till I finish it, Wonders. So long as I can, I guess. Already reported those. As long as it takes. But hopefully, I mean, I don't know, but I'm hoping it doesn't take much longer. Because it's... should be closing in on being done, I think. Alright, so I'm going to the cathedral, right? Oh, wait. Yeah. I hope that is not the case. Hey, listen, as far as I'm concerned, tomorrow starts my actual vacation. Tomorrow starts my I'm not doing anything. I am looking forward to this week. I am doing nothing work-related, nothing writing-related. All my grades are in. Everything is finished. The only stuff I have to do is I have to go in on Wednesday onto campus to basically close up shop for the summer. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mowed the lawn today, even, like, I am looking forward to it. Tomorrow is going to be fun. No work. Just hanging out. Doing stuff. Hey, what's up, cute hot dog? It just randomly logged you out. Southeast of this room. Wait, southeast. I think that's here. And who might you be? We're, members, of the Bracers. The Bracer Guild, I mean. You're looking for a Sister Ellen? Where are you now? Might I guess that you share complicity with her, then? With a nun? Ew, no! He's asking if we know her real identity, Estelle. We're here with information she asked us to find. I'm sorry to say she's no longer at the cathedral. She came to say goodbye to me this morning and left. Where to? I mean, do you know where she might have gone? Yeah, I know, man, but I need to get this finished before Witcher. Because Witcher's going to be my focus. I want to make sure I have this cleared off the docket, and I'm close. Only I did. I've been close with the royal family for many years, and she's always regarded me as a friend and confidant. But this time, she refused to give me any details. She no doubt wished to keep the church from getting too deeply involved in whatever's occurring. I see. I wouldn't worry, though. She had the light of hope in her eyes as she departed. Oh, well, if she has the light of hope in her eyes, I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm confident she was not running away to wallow in despair, but for a more noble cause. Well, that's good, at least. But the thing is, we kind of need her to stay in touch with the royal guardsmen. Well, begging for rain in the desert only gets you sand. We should probably go. That's a interesting slogan there, Zane. The best thing we can do is covertly keep an eye out for other royal guardsmen. Not the most efficient plan, but that seems to be all we've got. You seem to be between a rock and a hard place, as they say. Always remember that Aidios helps those who help themselves. Do all that you can, and Aidios will surely take care of the rest. Hard and honest work will always lead you down the right path. Okay, so gotta talk to Neil now. That's assuming I can remember where the hell he is. No, I actually am not going to be back on, I don't start up again until the last week of August, Wonders. I actually start prepping usually a week or so before that. Basically I'm taking a week off where I'm doing nothing. Then I have a week where I have to get caught up on stuff that I couldn't do during the semester. So, like, I have to clean up the office. I have to post a lot of stuff on my website, like panel appearances that I did. I have to post in the media section of my website. Haven't had a chance to do that. You know, just basic, like, catch-up stuff around the house, things that were, like, lower on the priority list. And then that's going to take probably about 3-4 days to do that. And then after that, it's writing. Lots of writing over the course of the summer. So... and hanging out with the family, and conventions, and, you know, the whole 9 yards there, too. I mean, there's a lot of that as well. But, okay. I don't remember where the devil the news place is. That's not it. That's it. The Grey Assassin trilogy. Yeah. No, I've actually got to finish up work on the work that I have in progress, actually. I need to get that cleared out of the way basically by the end of the year. And then basically by February of next year is sort of the drop-dead date for that. And then once that's done, I start submitting, you know, sort of firm that up, start submitting that. And then I start tweaking Greyshade, just a few tweaks there, and then get sort of settle in for a lot of work on the Grey Assassin trilogy after that. Devil is this place? I don't want to get lost. Maybe the east block? I would say it's not mandated anymore. I would say it's my own personal goal. I mean, I would love to be a full-time writer. And it's, you know, it's sort of like part of what you have to do is to kind of keep on keeping on with that stuff. And also, it does directly help my academic career because I'm able to tie it together directly with it. So there is sort of there's clearly an academic career connection, for sure. But it's not like anyone demands that, like, you know, you must do this or else. It's the History Museum. What the devil is this place? Not there. It's the arena. There. I seem to remember... Okay, I don't think it's here. It is Arvin Losteron. I know I need to round up the bracers also, yeah, but... That's the castle. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can... Where is the thing? Yeah, I'm gonna check the bars, though, for them. Actually, maybe they're in the weapon shop. In the weapon shop? There's one of them. Hi, Karna. Hey, look who it is. Ooh, you've got old man Zane with you. What's going on? Well, it's a long story. Uh-oh, sounds serious. Explain the situation, the Queen's request to Karna. You're not just pulling my leg, are you? I must admit, I did find it a bit odd that all the gates and ports and such have been shut down. So, what did you want with me, exactly? Well, we need to get everyone together and formulate a plan. So if you would, please meet us at the guild. Gotcha. I'm already there. Alright, that's one. 3 more bracers to get. plus Neil. 3 bracers and Neil. Nothing, nothing, no, nothing. Actually, it makes sense there's going to be one in each of these blocks, right? Probably. That's just ordnance. Ah. Okay. Shoot. All right. All right. So that's south. All right. Well. Fisherman's Guild? Maybe. No. Alright. So I'm going to take a guess and assume that it's just one of them per block. So south is already done. So let's check out the east block next. Oh wait, there's a bar. Hold on. Bar? Hey, it's Grant! Yeah. Well, well, if it isn't the Big Bad Champions. I hear you guys spent the night at the castle. Frankly, I'm surprised to see you back so early. Did you eat anything good? Yeah, we did, but that's not what we're here to talk about. Oh? Something on your mind? Explain the situation the Queen's requested Grant. Holy crap, you're not pulling my leg, are you? We are not. Every word is true. I'd stake my reputation on it. If Zane the Immovable is moved by this, that's all the proof I need. I'll do whatever I can to help. You can count on it. Thanks, Grant. We'll all be meeting at the Guildhouse to plan our strategy as soon as possible. So if you'd please, head over there when you can. Understood. Go well, friends. I'll catch up with you there. Alright, 2 guys down. 2 more bracers to go. Still need to find Neil. Okay. Ooh. That's... Wow. That's a tough one, Mr. Wonders. Well, obviously the first one, which I know you didn't include in your original list, the first one is to make sure that everything is okay with physical health and family's health. That's always, like, primary concern number 1, obviously. After that, I guess I'd probably want... Of those 3, I guess I'd want publishing to be the one that goes the best, although... You know, obviously I want all of them to do well, but I guess I would say that I'd want that to be the top of the list. I guess I would put streaming... I guess I would say writing, then teaching, then streaming, but it's tough because, I mean, all of these things are important in their own way. I see them all as of a piece, honestly. You know, my band is also playing too, and the way I see that is connected. It's all honestly just part of communication and building communication and community. And so in a way, I'd like all of them to do well insofar as they're all connected to this. But I guess specifically, I guess if I really had to break it down, I would say probably publishing would be the first on that list. But I'm hoping they all do well. It was a trick question. Coffee house. Okay, so that's not it. Aha! Oh, the airships are stopped. I was all ready to go cover the Antros Nabos. Now I have to think of something else to write. Cruel fate, why must you mock me so? There's Neil. This is weird, Chief. You haven't heard anything in 2 days. Well, he does tend to get completely wrapped up when he's looking for the next big story. You're a hypocrite, I haven't read my books. They are available on Amazon, yes, although Actually Wonders, if you go looking for The Third Sign, my first novel, you would find that at the moment there's a few of them left on Amazon selling at like $200 plus, because there's not a lot of them left. In fact, I have a grand total of 2 books left. I thought I was totally out of them, and then I found out my friend Satolbo, when we went down to Philadelphia Comic-Con, actually had a couple of books left over from having gone down to a previous Comic-Con last year. So I have a grand total of 2 books for sale left, and that's it. Other than that, it's just anthologies and stuff like that. If you go to my website, though, it'll link you over to all the different places you can check out my stuff, including places like Amazon and Barnes & Noble, but also links to my publisher, Sans in the Library, that's doing Icarus and stuff like that. They're not available on Kindle, no. I don't have an e-version of those. All of the short stories I have are on e-version or ebook versions as well. The Grey Assassin trilogy coming out next year is going to be on ebook version. Icarus, my graphic novel, is going to be an ebook version. It's going to have an option for ebook version, so all of them will have ebooks, but not The Third Sign as of yet. That is hardcover still. So, but given how close we are to a state of martial law, I don't much like that he hasn't contacted us either. Oh, hi guys. Hello, Dorothy. 350. Haha, 350. Pardon us. Hey, it's the Tournament Champions. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Liberal News. Neil and Dorothy have told me quite a bit about the two of you. Estelle and Joshua, the Bracer Guild, right? Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to meet you. I've always enjoyed your magazine. Well, that's always good to hear. Weren't you two doing something for Neil? Oh, yes. That's what we were just talking about. Actually, Neil hasn't shown up here today or yesterday. No word from him or anything. Huh? Yesterday or today? We spoke with him in the evening 2 days ago. Really? What do you mean, really? You gave us the message to meet him for Idios' sake. We came here to talk to him after the semifinals. Oh, right. Now that you mention it. So did he say anything to you? Like where he was going? Researching an article. He might have gone to do some research for an article. But I can say that he got a call from someone, then he said he had to leave. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember. Are you serious? Yes. We haven't seen hide nor hair of him since. Oh no, I can't believe Neil's dead! What? Who said he was dead? Today's when all the airliner traffic gets shut down. Everything was normal yesterday though, so maybe he went to another province? I already inquired with the airport's passenger registry and there was no sign of him. So I figure he has to still be somewhere in town. You two were the last ones to see this reporter fellow. Weren't you talking to him about something for a news article? Huh? These are the times we live in. Controlling the media is a big deal for the military. What do you think, Chief? I certainly can't argue with that, particularly in the case of the Intelligence Division. They monitor and censor everything we do. You wouldn't believe how frustrating it is, which means that you can't get much information for your stories. But it's in a reporter's nature to want to get as much as possible into the hands of the readers. I see. So you want to check out a new subject that the Intelligence Division hasn't started censoring yet, which was the last thing he told us about? I think it was about Arranged Marriage Princess Claudia. And the Duke mentioned something about it at the dinner party. Oh, Neil told you about that too? Make a hell of a story if it's true. He mentioned having to get some evidence at any cost. How did a reporter like Neil even learn about something like that? I'd have thought something like that would be known only to the royal family. Well, he did say he's friends with someone who works in the Urban Royal Villa. Completely off the record, but the terrorists are supposedly after the princess. So she's secretly staying in the villa for her own safety. We're gonna have to go to the villa. I knew it! Ha! And the veil is lifted. Maybe the person he was talking to was his friend in the villa, which would mean that Neil's probably there, too. You don't say. Well, if I know Neil, he probably tried to worm his way in for an interview with the princess. And if the soldiers saw him, they'd have arrested him on the spot. No! Neil's a goner! Why do you keep coming back to that? But if he has been arrested, getting him out isn't going to be easy. Yeah, I'm betting that he and Princess Claudia are pretty much in the same situation. What exactly do you people know? Do you have inside information about what's going on in this city? In all of Liberal? Sorry, but we really can't talk about it. Just let the Bracer Guild take care of Neil. If he's been arrested, we'll see to it that he's released. Alright. Please do whatever you can. Please, you guys, you gotta bring Neil back. Leave it to us. Alright. Neil's gone missing. She isn't there. Okay. So I found Grant. I found Karna. I need Kurt and Annalise. Alright. So Kurt and Annalise are what I need to get. Hey, what's up, Insect? Yeah, it's true. But they're nice library quality hardcovers. What? That's the sewer. No. We're not going in the sewers. I need Kurt and Annalise. Go to the north block. Now I don't remember where I've been. Don't remember where I've been. See a lot. Did I already go here? I think I already went here. Yay! Wait. What? Sigh. Whoops. Hold on. Ah. Sorry about that. I accidentally closed out a page. Hold on a second. Okay. It's alright. Sigh. Alright, now, where the hell... Okay, this is the south block. And that's where I found what's-his-face. That was south. Alright, let me try the east block then. Alright, east block. History museum? Belongs in a museum. Drat. Ah. With all respect, Professor, I'm trying to get some bracers together here. Funny, I would have bet that the guys, that there was some bracer going to be in the east block. Maybe it's not in this building, though. Belongs in a museum. I think it's originally an indie reference. Indie? Indiana Jones? It may then have become a Hearthstone reference, though. I don't know. Are they in the shops, maybe? Someone in the department store? Oh, that looks like her. Yeah! Well, if it isn't Zane and the new recruits. Back from the castle already? Well, yeah. You were named after the dog? Yeah, I guess we are. Annalise, could we have a moment of your time? You hear something juicy you're looking to share with me? Well, if by juicy you mean spit your juice all over in shock, then yeah, it's a real juice bomb. Ooh, you have my undivided attention. Should we be talking about this here, or should I be sitting down for it? Huh? Just to make it absolutely clear, this isn't a joke. Things could get serious in a big hurry, and if they do, we'll need your help. Let's see. Sorry, my head's just a little scrambled from how screwed up this whole situation is. I don't really get all of this, but you want everyone to meet up at the guild house, right? Right. Elnan will fill you in on all the details. Okay then, I'll go and see what's up. Alright. So good. Found Grant, Karna, and Annalise. I just need Kurt. And I think... Okay, so this is... I'm in the East Block. Shoot, I don't remember... I'm sure it's one in each block. I keep forgetting which ones I went to, though. I have played Hearthstone, yes. I have it on my tablet, actually, so I played a little bit. I think I've actually... Whoops. I think I've actually played enough that I'm, like, rank 22. Which is, like... Which requires you to win, like, 3 games or something. So I'm not very good. But... yeah, I have played a little bit. It's kind of a fun... I have paid not 1 red cent for it, so... But it's kind of a cool game occasionally to kick in and play on tablet for like 10 minutes at a time. Yeah, I have. Okay, so here... the Orbital Ship Corporation. Oh, this is the landing port. I went too far. I went too far. Alright, he's not gonna be there. It's a game to poop on. Really? Reference on top of a reference. Okay. So, I just found her. So, that's East Block. So, let's try North Block next. Let me remember if I found anyone here. I don't know that I found anyone in the North Block. Maybe in the lodgings. Let me try in the lodgings. Oh, Kurt. Aha! Called it! Wish I could remember that time a little better. It's like there's a thick fog blanketing the whole thing. Oh, hi, Kurt. It's good to see you here. Hi, Estelle. Hi, Joshua. Oh, Zane's with you too? Didn't you know that we were going to that dinner party at the castle yesterday? That was when these 2 rookies took on a pretty major assignment. What major assignment? I think it's best if we tell you more or less the whole story. Joshua explained all the circumstances that had led to their request from the Queen. You're serious? Of course we are. That's why we really need your help. No, that's not it. I admit I'm shocked at Her Majesty's request of you. But the black orbment that the Colonel has, it's real? Kurt, what's wrong? You look awfully pale. Ugh! Whoa, what in the world? Step away from him. Huh? Hot! Shade! Lift! What the hell was that? What was that? Didn't even touch him and he acted like he got electrocuted. It's a special spirit channeling breath technique. It allows the user to directly affect the target's body without direct physical contact. I don't normally like to be so rough, but time isn't exactly on our side. How are you feeling? Wow. Actually, a lot better. I can't remember every detail, but a good bit of it's coming back. I'm a little unsteady from the shock, but I think I'll be alright. So what do you remember? Didn't I say so before? There was an accident around 3 months ago. You lost your memories while you were working, right? Yes. Someone had asked me to check up on those men in the black outfits. And then I took something suspicious from them. It was the Black Orbment. So the person who gave you the assignment... Yes, it was your father, Cassius. I wasted no time in packaging it up and sending it to him. But that's really as far back as I can remember. So the K on that package was you? Yes. I think I also remember there being a note that said to have Professor Russell analyze it. I get it. The package was delivered to you two. Do you remember anything after that? Anything that happened after you sent off the package? Yes. After I left the port, someone called out to me. And then... It's no good. It's all still one big blur. You're probably best off not pressing your luck. It's likely to just cause strain that you can't handle yet. Yes, alright. I'm really just amazed that I was able to remember anything at all. Which brings us to a bigger question. Who would have done this? Maybe those special ops guys? It's possible. They did use that nasty poison on Agate, after all. It's as if they're manufacturing and testing new drugs. Maybe they made something to cause memory loss. Ugh, well, there's a cheerful thought. Plus, there's the Sky Bandits boss and Mayor Dalmore to consider. We have to be really careful. I'm sorry, I don't have anything really useful to tell you. I know what Her Majesty asked you to do. I want to help if you'll let me. But are you sure you'll be okay? Sure. My memory may be like a sieve, but physically I'm fine. I owe you for your help, so please allow me to make it up to you. If you're feeling up to it, sure. We need to work out a strategy. For now, let's meet back at the guild. Alright, you have my thanks. Okay. That's it. I got everybody. Made contact with all the bracers. Let's get back to the Bracer Guild. So not quite 4 hours, Burner. I think that took me about a half hour. Not too bad. Whoops. Alright, where the heck is the Bracers Guild? South Block, I want to say. Yep. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I'm going to check the Orbment Factory first. I have actually not checked here recently. I think they have all their slots opened up, yes. Yes. Let's see what we've got as far as orbments are concerned right now. Mind 3. Okay, so attack 2. Attack 2, EP cut 2. Alright. I know I saw an attack 3 in there. I did. Wow, 749 Sepith, huh? That is a lot. That is a lot. A lot. Okay, that's fine. Do I have somebody with hit 3? Okay. Alright. Good, lovely. Bracer Guild time. The other bracers are already assembled. Have you heard from the Royal Guardsman, the reporter? Sorry, sir, no contact. We believe the intelligence we need. Joshua explained everything they learned from the cathedral and the Liberal News HQ. I see. We can conclude with fair certainty, then, that Princess Claudia is inside the villa. Yep. It's unfortunate that you were unable to make contact with the Royal Guardsmen, but at least we now know they haven't been captured. Shall we get started, then? Yes. We need to start working out the details of the rescue operation. Bracer meeting? Are we all up to date on the pertinent details of the Intelligence Division's planned coup d'etat, then? Given this information, we should consider ourselves under contractual obligation to Queen Alicia. I can barely believe what I'm hearing. I'm ashamed of myself for not noticing something was amiss sooner. I was suspicious of those special ops troops from the very beginning, but I really trusted Colonel Richard. And he was behind the Sky Bandits and Mayor Dalmore. We got completely snowed. And we can't let them get away with it, that's for sure. Can you all be counted on to cooperate in this assignment? Damn straight. Just lead the way. I owe these guys some black eyes. Rhyme unintended. What? Guy's eyes. Count me in for sure. This is going to be good. We've got strong allies. We'll prevail without a doubt. Now let me explain the details of this mission. We have to move fast as there are lives at stake here. It's not the most elegant approach, but I believe taking control of the villa through a frontal assault is our best option. We don't have time to try and find some route to infiltrate, so I guess that's the only option we got. How will we be divided? We'll split into two groups, a decoy team and a rescue team. The decoy team will draw the attention of the main forces while the rescue team makes its way into the villa. Remember, though, we're dealing with the Intelligence Division Special Ops here. If I may, I'd like to suggest we also add an ambush team to aid the decoy team, and a second decoy team to assist the rescue team. Then we can add a third ambush team to assist the decoy team, which can also do the rec team, and then also be another team with the team. Team? Gamma teams. Multiple teams. Who's with me? Man, we're really teaming with teams here. Yeah, see? Estelle's knows no, but yeah. Stop rhyming, I mean it. Anybody want a peanut? The Princess Bride. Why do we need those? The ambush team would lie in wait until the decoy team draws out the enemy forces, and then both teams could attack at once. Meanwhile, the second decoy team would attempt to break the enemy's ranks, allowing the rescue team to enter the villa more easily. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. Evens the odds a little bit. But do we have enough members to spread among 4 squads? No, we don't. We've contacted other guild branches, but with the airships grounded, we're pretty much on our own. A team of teams. Well, crap. I heard you like teams in your team, so I got you some teams. If only we had Skara and Agate. However, I agree with Zane that trying to carry out this operation with only 2 squads is risky. We may need to re-examine this strategy. If numbers are all you lack, maybe we can be of assistance. Ah, Julia. Hey! Lieutenant Schwartz. Well now, if it isn't Sister Military. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I am Royal Guardsman Sub-Commander, Lieutenant Julia Schwartz. The Royal Guardsmen are here at your disposal for this operation. Understood. Your participation will be most invaluable. I count 9 soldiers in your squad, including yourself. My remaining troops are incognito, stationed all throughout the city. I can assemble them within the hour. That's great, but Lieutenant Schwartz, how did you know we were going to try to save the hostages? We tried to find you at the cathedral and tell you, but you had already disappeared. Did you? My apologies. All I knew was that you had accepted the Queen's mission. I found out last night. Last night? We'd only just met with the Queen last night ourselves. Yes, I'm aware of that. We have sources for military intelligence of this sort. All that matters now is that Her Highness gave us the order to assist, and we are happy to do it. Sources? I want sources. Can I share some of yours? I don't... Let's leave it at no, Estelle. More importantly, the Guardsmen's assistance will give us the extra forces we need to fill the ambush and support teams. Indeed, with this additional manpower, I believe our chances of success have increased exponentially. Somehow I feel like they're setting up just like the Leroy Jenkins thing. I think we definitely have a 33.3% chance repeating a course of survival. Well, it's better than we usually have. Anyone else got anything else to add? No, I think we can meta Leroy! And with extra manpower secured, we should start deciding on the teams immediately. Roger that. You need 2 decoy teams, right? I believe 5 of my troops should be sufficient for one of them. Yeah, I'd say those Royal Guard uniforms should definitely catch their attention. My thoughts exactly. We'll target the Intelligence Division's aerial squadron stationed just on the outskirts of the Urbi Scenic route. Wait a sec, aerial squadron? You don't mean... I'm afraid she does. It's on the scenic route's outskirts? Now that you mention it, there is a stretch of land out there that hasn't been completely blockaded. Oh my god, really, Shadowed? You're like, bring him into pop culture. He's like, oh, wow. How about that? According to my intelligence, there's only a skeleton crew of guards stationed there. I remember watching, I think it was the Two Towers, waiting for things to start. And just before the opening credits, someone did the whole Leroy, and everyone was like, Jenkins. It was pretty funny. That was, of course, 10 years ago almost. If we attack, they will have no alternative but to call the villa for reinforcements. Ooh, I get it. That's some good decoying right there. And then when the reinforcements show up, the ambush team pops in and takes them all out, right? We should form that ambush team then. I knew all those years of hunting down monsters in the bush would pay off one day. And we've got a gunner, too. We'll be able to handle this, no problem. Alright, 2 teams locked down. More dots! More dots! Now for Rescue Decoy 2. I think the second decoy team should also be comprised of my Royal Guardsmen. The Special Ops will definitely drop their guards more readily to apprehend them. So that leaves us for the rescue team. All of the other teams will be acting to provide cover for us. Ours will be the most important assignment on the field by far. This is no game. We're playing an actual role and a crucial turning point for our